Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Morning Gardener. I just finished having a little walk in my garden after getting home from work, and I found that there were the collard greens that is not up front. I'm not going to use these collard greens. They were just a test crop, and I remember saying that in the fall that they were just a test crop, but they're doing so good that I don't know. I might have to do something with them, but. The collard greens look incredibly good, and the only ones that did really good this winter was just basically the collard greens. The kale is, not that much action with the kale, but still some action. I went out and it's 60 degrees a day here in Maryland, Baltimore City, and it is everything is looking great. Everything is looking wonderful. I'm just excited about what's taking place. And I'm telling you, I went out and I fed everything. And I looked around and I see that the roses are coming out of dormancy. The trees, fruit trees are coming out of dormancy. Everything is lighting up. It's just starting its thing. But I have a whole bunch, if you will, for lack of a better word, of peppers, eggplants, cabbage, all growing beautifully in my greenhouse indoors, and everything looks great. So I said that to say I'm excited. I'm really excited, and can't wait to get started. I am just looking at how pretty those plants look. It was, like I said, just a test crop. Just thinking about, I have a plant that is the uh, in the greenhouse, and I'm trying to think of what I marked it as. I think I marked it as I think it's a pepper, but it's not jumping out of the ground. And the chili peppers that I have, they're not doing too. You know how hot peppers are very slow growers, but the only other peppers I have are jalapenos. They're doing good. They're doing really well. They got to jump on everything, and I'm just waiting and waiting for everything to just keep growing, and then I can just get out there and I can get this thing started. Is there anyone out there who have started any of their peppers yet? Any of their garden items? I'll put it that way. Anyone at all? Take your time. Take your time. Because what I'm doing right now is, like I said, I just left from out, and I don't think I'm gonna go out there pruning anything because I want to use these bad, because they new. But I just don't. Well, the trees already been pruned pretty good. These are really sharp. Peppers and brassicas. Oh, yeah. You sound like you're on the same page I am on. I just mentioned the cabbage I got going in the greenhouse. I got them in a little 3-inch cup. Got about 10 plants in there, and I'm not worried about whether or not they are too many in there. I'm not worried about that at all. At all, I'm not concerned. I always wanted to do cabbage, and this time around, I started them early. I didn't go out there in April, late April, early May. I didn't do that. I started them last last week of last month. Yeah. I see cabbage, cauliflower, and kale, and almost. Oh, okay. I like what you said here about the kale and the cabbage and the cauliflower. And you could definitely. These are like cool season crops. The uh, cauliflower, kale, and there's nothing wrong. Marigolds. I guess I should have started my marigolds as well. And all I want to do is my marigolds this year, keep the seeds from them and start them over next year. I'm not playing. I'm not going to keep buying seeds. Kale and lettuce and strawberries. Strawberries, I had them years ago. Is this your first time growing strawberries? I did those like years ago. It's amazing, absolutely amazing plant. I bought like 6 plants within a time frame, not overnight, but I had over 90 some plants. I mean, talk about getting your money's worth. Strawberries, as long as the soil is rich and pretty, you're going to do good with strawberries. Stayed up last night at work. Okay, let's see. Everything looks good. Let me cut this down some. Booyah. Is this your first time growing strawberries? Because strawberries is just a great plant to grow. Lettuce, another one that is I've always considered pretty easy to grow. Now, once you get them up and going, yes, I replaced the old ones that died during the heat wave last summer. Okay. Because I mean, they'll grow their own little, their own little, starters. I don't know, lack of a better word for it right now, but they'll start their own little sprouts. They'll do that. Because I remember people used to tell me, well, you got to go replace them after. All you have to do is grow out all the little sprouts and put them in the ground and take place of the old ones. They can't mess with you when you got strawberries going. Okay, let's see. I think I did direct so he's today. I'll do great tomatoes. That would be seeds. I go straight to the. Yeah, you could do. You could. Yeah, you could sow it. Just make sure that how. Just check with your zone and see if what your last frost date is, and find out. When to plant them. You can do that with Google. You can actually Google it if you're having any concerns about, when is the right time to plant them, because I put beans in the ground and kept losing them and then realized the ground was just too cold years ago. And now I know that I can go and say, growing green beans, how far from the wherever I'm at, it's at the let me get it right what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is that the frost date, last frost date, and you want to find out how long should you wait to plant your beans before the last frost date. And if it says 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, excuse me, time to call it. And I'm going to thank you all for tuning in. And I want to just let you know everything is good. Take care and remember.